to the 4C Fitness Show, starring Michelle and Lisa Cast, live from Skinny Man 31 Studios in the heart of Times Square, New York. And now, here are your hosts, Michelle and Lisa Cast.
Hi everyone, it's Wednesday, October 8th, 2014. Welcome to episode 45 of the 4C Fitness Show. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Lisa.
Today is all about goals on the 4C Fitness Show. The fall is the perfect time to assess your goals before the insanity of the holidays. Lisa and I actually began our journey in the end of September 2008, and having a firm place in hand helped us to see results before, during, and after the holidays instead of waiting for the New Year's resolution to get started. So we thought this was a perfect time tonight to talk all about goals.
What, did you say a firm place in here?
I have no idea. Did I? I may have, because this happens every show where my brain just goes and my mouth doesn't catch up.
It's a firm plan in place.
Good one.
And we did. We had a firm plan in place.
We had a firm place in hand.
Place in hand. Wherever that hand may have been.
Anyway, we were doing so great, guys, and then there was that.
That's okay.
Keep going.
We're going to keep going. For those of you joining us for the first time, Michelle and I began our journey back in 2008 when we auditioned for The Biggest Loser.
That's right.
Didn't make it onto the show.
It's okay.
Because we set up a firm place in hand. We set up a firm plan in place. We had a firm plan in place.
We had a firm one.
We started, and we've lost 240 pounds combined ever since that fateful time in 2008.
That is so true. We started 4C Fitness because people would ask us how we were seeing so much success with our weight loss. We realized our passion to help others. I got my NASM personal training certification, and we started the 4C Fitness Show as a health and fitness resource. We forged partnerships with other health and fitness enthusiasts and professionals to bring a variety of sustainable information to our followers as the fitness world continues to grow and change. Our mantra is the 4 C's: choose, commit, challenge, and change. We feel these 4 components are the key to creating a successful, healthy lifestyle. We want to thank everyone who's joining us tonight, everyone who's been joining us all along, for the great positive feedback. We want to continue to hear what it is that you guys are interested in, so feel free to reach out to us at any time. And we just want to show you that it's possible to do it all, work full time, stay fit, stay healthy, and see success and achieve those goals.
That's right, because that's what today is all about.
It's all about that, having a firm place and plan.
Yep, whatever. That thing. On to the noteworthy news. Talking about planning and goal achieving, we are in the middle of planning the 50th episode, first anniversary celebration for 4C Fitness, and that will be on Friday, November 14th, so stay tuned for more info.
Yes, and 4C will be hosting our first Powered by Bits chat on Twitter on October 21st. That's a Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. It's going to be all about the importance of variety in your routine. That includes in your exercise and your diet. And if you guys are interested, check that out. And as well, if you'd like to try Energy Bits, which we swear by, especially for our early morning workouts,
yes.
Use code 4C, FOURC, to get 30% off your Energy Bits as well.
And if you don't know what I didn't understand. I never forget Michelle the first time was like, so we're going to go to the Powered by Bits, chat party. And I was like, okay, where is that? She's like, on Twitter. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. It's not an actual place. It's just in cyberspace.
Right. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You're going to hashtag Powered by Bits, and then you'll be part of the conversation.
And you get a lot of information. It's a lot of fun. Everyone contributes, and you'll learn a lot as well.
Definitely.
Exercise excitement. So we're training for our first 10K on October 25th, which will be in Washington, D.C., and this is the Marine Corps Marathon. We're excited for the training and to conquer this next goal. So that's
it was so cute the way you said it.
We
only have
miles,
a couple more weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
going to do a 5-miler tomorrow and maybe a 5-miler next week, and then we have to just taper a little.
Sometimes it's better off to not jump into something, but not have too much time.
You overthink it. It's not a really long distance, and we've done the 5. So
exactly.
We'll be fine.
I'm excited.
Absolutely. My ankle sprain is on the mend, so I am pretty much back to
Awesome.
my regular Team Misfits routine,
Yeah.
and as well as running. Oh my gosh, we had an awesome workout Tuesday morning with Kim Watkins from In Shape.
It was unbelievable.
Kim was on our show in August, and she brought us the In Motion app that she created for In Shape. She is a personal trainer and a running coach. Let me tell you guys, if you are interested in learning how to train or to become a runner, you definitely want to hook up with Kim. She lives in Manhattan, but she came all the way out to Astoria to meet up with us at
For
6
6
o'clock.
a.m..
Yep, at the track. And we did a really cool dynamic warm up. She kind of showed us how you want to activate like every muscle before you go out for a run. Muscles you wouldn't even expect that you need to activate, like even like every extremity, your fingertips, your toes,
Yes.
like everything that you would need to kind of get through and power through. We did some really cool stuff, upper body work.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
And it was just really cool to be told like your
Exactly.
form is fine, or you know, you might want to alter this. And
she paced us, which was
Yeah.
really cool. And then we actually did like a sprint, and we were much faster than we
I can't believe
expected.
it. I felt like a real you know,
Dun, dun, dun.
Olympian.
Yeah, like what is that song?
Like,
Dun, 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 dun.
No, but like for real, I was like, oh my God. But you like almost beat me.
I did beat you. I didn't almost beat you.
Okay, so you beat me.
But it was fun.
That was a lot
because
of
you
fun.
were like ahead of me, and then I kind of pulled ahead.
I know. It was like,
Yeah, it was
That's-
real.
that was really
It was
cool.
really real. So,
That was-
so
that
we
was
did
real.
that. So if you guys are interested in training for running, definitely reach out to Kim. We're gonna have
Yeah.
another session with her next Thursday morning.
I'm so excited.
Yay!
And onto the shrinking jeans for October. It's the 31-day push-up challenge, which starts off super easy.
Oh, I forgot to send Sean the pictures.
image. Well, it's 31 days of push-ups.
Oh no, I was so busy before the show.
Hashtag fail there,
That is a
Mish.
major fail.
You only put together the whole show.
Holy mac!
Well,
Yes.
Anyway, it's 31 days of push-ups. It starts off easy. It's four rounds of each. You know, you start off with 2 push-ups a day.
Yeah.
So 2 push-ups for 2 days, rest.
Well, no, it's
4
not 2
push-
push-ups. It's actually 2 sets.
Oh,
It's on there.
it's 2 sets of 4 push-ups.
I'm pretty sure.
Is that what that is?
You have the print
Oh,
out.
yeah, I know.
I'm so sorry that I forgot to send Sean the pictures.
That's okay.
That's what happens. Well, see, the thing is, you guys, we were actually not going to have a show tonight because Sean's system was down. So his computer was
right.
not supposed to come till tomorrow. We were going to have a show Friday. So once his computer came early yesterday, we pretty much had like less than
No,
24 hours to wrap the
I
show
was
together.
totally right. You
You're-
do 2, the first day, you do 2 push-ups, rest for 60 seconds, do 2 more, rest, 2 more. So it's 4 reps of 2 push-ups.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
There you go.
So then each day it increases by 2, and there's a rest day. There's a rest day in between. And they say the modified push-ups are just fine. You can even do wall push-ups if you want. So I think that's cool.
And that's a great goal to work towards if you want to kind of become, better at doing
push-up
push-ups.
person.
Push-ups are hard.
They
so we'll
are.
post that on our blog sooner than later. We're going to be getting caught up there.
Yeah.
On to the hit list. This week's song we will not be playing for you as per usual, but
As per YouTube.
I'm sure you've heard it. It's one of our faves. It gets us going all the time. It's Bang Bang by Jessie J, Ariana Grande, and Nicki Minaj. We heard it on our way to the gym one morning last week. We actually took a video.
Oh, that was fun.
And it was so much fun. We should post that.
We should.
Yeah. So it was like 5:30. We're in the car on the way to the
It was
gym.
like a dance party
and
on the
a dance
radio.
party. So definitely get you going for a workout. We'll post the YouTube video on the blog. And I'm sure you guys know the song. If not, check it out. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Into the heart. You know you wanna.
Okay. Onto the magazine rack. Are your fitness goals realistic? Now, this is really important because, and this is by Jennifer Walter, a certified personal trainer and fitness instructor from Spark People. It's really important for your fitness goals to be realistic because you don't want to set yourself up for failure, basically.
Basically.
So, you have to ask yourself 3 questions. How big is the goal? What does it take to achieve the goal? And can you see yourself reaching the goal? So you take a look at these. There's common situations here and the fixes. Unrealistic goal for a non-competitive exerciser is, I want to complete an endurance event in 2 weeks. Yeah,
No.
you're not doing that. It's just not that.
Not that you can't.
Not
but
that you can't,
might
but
hurt yourself.
chances are you could hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And competitive events are a great way to stay motivated and are a great goal. But you could get injured, and that sort of puts everything off. Then you're not doing anything. I want to go to the gym every day.
Yeah, no.
The first problem is that it's not specific. Your goals should definitely be specific, and I think we're going to get to that in a little bit. And what activities do you want to do and for how long? So you really have to say, like, okay, well, what is it that I want to do at the gym?
Right.
So realistically, you want to say, I will be active for at least 10 minutes each day. And, as it isn't completely specific, but at least you're giving yourself a time frame. You're going to pick and choose what you're going to do. And it's not an unrealistic goal. Another unrealistic goal for a novice exerciser. I want to do the workout I did in high school. Well, I didn't work out in high school at all, so I don't know exactly what that would be. I was always that kid in the corner, like doing one sit-up while everyone else did just like 25. But if you used to play a sport, for example, your body, especially if you're out of shape, is not going to perform the way it used to. Your first day down in the court, for basketball, you're going to be hurting real bad. So the realistic goal is I want to meet with a personal trainer once a week for a month and follow his or her strength routine 2 times a week.
Right.
And then you can get back into what we used to do maybe. Mm-hmm. And so don't forget to reward yourself. So, and we do this all the time. We kind of set future rewards to say, okay, I'm going to reach this goal. And when that happens, hopefully in 3-4 weeks, usually it's a food cheat day.
Yeah, that's us though. Everyone's different.
Everyone's different, but that's what we like to do.
We get our nails done every 2 weeks, so we wouldn't need to make that a reward.
Exactly.
But I think a good reward we might want to implement is maybe like a massage.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, because we work really hard. So.
We do. And
good
that's,
one, Lee. We'll post
make
that
sure you
as well.
keep your fitness goals realistic. More on that later.
On to the book review this week. Now, I do not have an image, I'm sorry, but it is The Big Picture by Tony Horton. You can easily look that up on Amazon or Google. We have not read this book, but it did seem pretty cool. I thought it was great that it was by Tony because he is, if you don't know, the creator and the instructor and the fitness guru of P90X. Basically, they call this a motivational and practical guide to creating a better life and a healthier body. Tony is a really good motivator. If you ever did or didn't do P90X, he's funny. He's entertaining.
He is funny, yeah.
He's not for everyone, but I think that there's many people who do connect with him. So with this book, he shares his philosophy that will help you live your best life. He offers 11 rules that provide a clear path and purpose for achieving life goals and obtaining optimal health. And it shows you how your physical health is intricately linked to your mental, financial, and family health and overall happiness and contentment, which we can definitely
attest to that.
And he feels as though the same skills and principles that work in the gym work in every area of your life. So basically, this book will help you slim down, feel good, and live better. He gives you kind of some practical rules on how you can set and achieve some really great goals. He's basically like a take no prisoners kind of guy. So it's straight talk, it's right to the point, and he's going to tell you how to get it done. The reviews are awesome. Some people say he's a better instructor than writer, but I think it would be interesting to see how, a fitness instructor kind of tackles this idea of, writing a motivational book.
Absolutely. So. Yeah, because fitness instructors do a lot of speaking, motivational speaking, but getting it down on paper.
They say it's not too in-depth. It's more like a roadmap than a detailed guide.
Cool.
It's nothing really surprising. It's got some of his classic Tony one-liners and whatnot. But, I would definitely, if you're interested in checking out something new, check out The Big Picture by Tony Horton. It just came out earlier this year.
Yeah, it sounds new.
Yeah, I never even knew of it.
Very
it's
nice.
new. We never knew.
Never knew.
And now it's here, and it's no longer new. Weirdos.
Thanks, Mish. Recipes of the week.
Oh my God, this looks so good.
For these. Can we please make these?
I'd really love to try this delicious recipe.
I can't with you.
It sounds amazing, Lisa.
This week's recipes.
Can you tell us more?
Our barbecue chicken sweet potato skins with fresh cucumber tomato salad. The sweet potato skins.
If anyone doesn't know what we're doing, it's the delicious dish from Saturday Night Live.
Just in case.
Circa the early 2000s.
Maybe even living under a rock. I don't know. Maybe you're not a fan. But anyway, so the barbecue chicken sweet potato skins are perfect for your Super Bowl, not Super Bowl, but football Sundays,
Absolutely.
rather. You start with 4 sweet potatoes, narrow and long, not too fat. 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breasts, cut into small pieces, a shallot,
Oh, shallot must give it some really great flavor.
I happen to love shallots. They are my favorite onion.
I do as
in
well.
the onion family.
I'm really glad you mentioned them.
Can't with you. Knock it off. Get yourselves in my back. Like, how come I'm not invited?
I was being delicious dish.
I know you were. What were you going to say?
There's
about
also
this?
a barbecue sauce that goes with this, and they give you the recipe for that as well.
Good.
Yeah, so we'll link to that.
Yeah, these look freaking awesome.
The next one was my pick, obviously.
Egg and bacon with Brussels sprout hash. I
Lisa
know.
is thrilled by this
You
one.
really want to know this recipe.
Oh, but I do.
I know you do.
The picture made it look so good.
Yeah, too bad there is no picture for the crowd. No picture.
Crowd pleaser.
It's eggs, bacon, Brussels sprouts, pistachio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. And optional flavor additions, mustard, red wine vinegar, and hot sauce. I could see that would be good, but...
Yeah, and it's instead of having the potatoes, you kind of slice the Brussels, and you have it all over the Brussels, and the runny fried egg just looked amazing.
If you make Brussels sprouts right, they are very good.
does
I'll
enjoy.
have to admit.
Thank you.
No, it's not my first choice, though.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think Lisa was literally trying to kill me with the cheat of the week. I think that in the few things that she did contribute to the outline, this is definitely the standout. I don't really know if I can survive this segment right now because it is too much deliciousness. 50, that's right, I said 50 gluten-free pumpkin recipes. If you know me, this time of year, I want everything pumpkin all the time.
This is real.
This is real. So, just a few things. We've got some 4-ingredient pumpkin muffins. Everything's gluten-free. I don't even have to say it. Pumpkin cinnamon cheesecake. Healthy chocolate pumpkin milkshake.
Stop.
So these all come from different recipe blogs throughout the web, and they've kind of just compiled them here. Gluten-free pumpkin bars, gluten-free pumpkin pancakes, gluten-free pumpkin bread.
What would you do if I posted this on the Facebook right now?
You should. Pumpkin pecan chocolate cookies. Stop. Where's my favorite? Pumpkin cream cheese muffins. Where's the one that I really, really, really was freaking out over? Peanut butter banana pumpkin smoothie.
Whoa.
Pumpkin pie ice cream. But there was one. There was pumpkin
Why didn't you highlight
peanut butter cups. And I feel like maybe I made it up. Maybe I made it up. I don't know. But they all looked amazing. Then they also had some savory recipes that looked fantastic. Roasted pumpkin feta and quinoa salad. Pumpkin hummus. Roast pumpkin with feta and honey. So these are just a few. So these are all some great major cheats. Yes, here they are. Chocolate pumpkin peanut butter cups from Diet Hood. I didn't lie.
Wow, I wonder what that's like.
Yeah, so we will post that website.
That's
and actually,
intense.
my image for this was the only other image I had today. It was one of those Summy cards, and
Yeah,
it was
what
the
did it say?
girl stuffing her face,
Uh-huh.
and it was basically the only vegetable that I will consume between now and January is pumpkin.
It's pumpkin.
Yeah, so
I
that
love
was
it.
That was real.
it. Speaking of real,
Speaking of,
on to the real talk.
on to it.
What are we talking about today?
No, at least it's all you.
Oh no, I'm posting this link. Okay.
I got something.
Oh
You got something?
no, you begin.
Lisa's been having issues with the scale lately.
Oh yes, and somebody told me today that I look like I lost more weight, and I was like, no, I didn't. All my pants are still fitting me the same.
I can't. So I personally don't get on the scale very often because it would drive me insane. And I know that with as hard as I'm working out and as much as my clothes are fitting great, it's not necessary to get on the scale because when you're building muscle, the scale is absolutely changing and it's going up normally. And I'd
Right.
rather see it go down. But I can't be mad because I know that I am really strong and I look good and I feel fine. So what is, the difference with the number on the scale? The other morning, we had a cheat the night before or something, and Lisa wanted to get on the scale. And I said, "You're insane. Why?" And she was like, "I just need to know." And I literally had to contain her from getting on the scale. So I'm not to blow up your spot, but it seems to be a little bit of a struggle.
It's important. It is a struggle. And, we just recently, 2 days ago, got back on MyFitnessPal, and I'm logging my calories. And I don't know, it's very good. I'm glad, but I can take things to such an extreme, and that's not good. The number matters to me, although I want to look really fit. But right now I feel like I can't really find my footing. I'm eating well, but I don't know. Maybe I need something more in
I think
place.
you're just used to us being on such a strict, structured diet. And I just think right now, that's not 100% necessary for us. And I'm on a very strict structure based on my training.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not eating like you. So here
Right.
I am finding myself needing to be independent with that. And I'm sort of,
It's a good thing for you.
it is good. I'm doing all of these little independence things in life right now. And they're great and all. It's definitely a learning experience.
Well, for those of you that don't know, Lisa is a twin.
yeah.
So I don't know if there's any twins out there listening. And then, you know, and we paired up young. So,
Yeah.
you know, she's always kind of had someone there to kind of like pal around with. And,
Yes.
and now she's kind of realizing that she needs to have a little bit of her own thing.
Individuality.
So I think it's really cool that you haven't been following necessarily my Misfits, because that was designed for my stats. So you would need something designed for your stats. So it's good that you're kind of finding your own way here.
Definitely. I just need to kind of be just more happy with myself. So I'll get there.
Yeah.
I haven't stood on the scale in days.
That's great. And the point of Real Talk is that it's a work in progress.
Yes.
We all are. We all struggle, but
If you're having trouble with the scale, you know, just trust yourself. If you're doing the right thing, you don't need it. That's basically it. You know, if I know I'm doing the right thing, I don't need it. Now, maybe MyFitnessPal will help me, or is it going to be just another quote unquote demon for me? Like, oh, gotta watch my calories. Oh, you know,
you really don't have to.
it's
Though.
the number. You know,
Yeah.
but you know, everybody struggles with that. So
You know, if you're eating the right things, that
you know
that's
exactly.
it. You shouldn't. And your clothes are fitting great.
You don't need an app to tell you, and you don't need a scale to tell you.
Now, some people do need it to be held accountable, and that's absolutely great for them. So the
Definitely.
point is, and we'll get into this, it's knowing yourself. At our point in the journey, we kind of have to not be so obsessive with certain things because
Yes.
our goals have changed.
Yes.
So it's all about where you're at with that. So it's kind of a good time, I think, to segue into the theme.
Yes,
Yeah?
absolutely. Thanks, Michelle.
So we did think this would be the perfect time of year to talk about goals, whether you're starting your journey, you're midway through your journey, or you're, you know, quote unquote done. Goals are something in life I feel as though that never really go away. When we began our journey, our goal was to get on The Biggest Loser, to lose an extreme amount of weight in a short amount of time. When we realized that this wasn't a surefire bet, we adjusted our goal to begin our journey at home, but we did still intend to lose like a great deal of weight really quickly.
Yes.
So when we realized that basically, you know, the truth is life happens and our goals sometimes can face roadblocks along the way, but it's what we do with those roadblocks that make the difference between achieving a version of your goal or completely failing. Sometimes a goal does need to be altered. Sometimes it might need to be abandoned altogether, but you basically have to keep yourself open and realize that these adjustments can be made along the way. So it's written in stone, but it's not. You know, you're definitely going to find, at least we've found, that things change as you're
You
going.
have to be flexible. You definitely, you know, you can have a plan, but the flexibility is very, very important. It's better to bend because then you're going to break. So then not, you know, we all too often we see people fall off track. You know, maybe if their plan isn't working, they're like, forget it. Or, you know, maybe they just give up, you know, and this got us thinking, you know, what causes this? You know, you start off excited, you set a goal, you make a plan, and then along the way you slowly waver, fall off course. You know, maybe it just wasn't what you expected. Like we talked about the unrealistic goals, you know, make sure you're being realistic. You know, was it too extreme? And did you not start off with a disclaimer in the back of your mind that sometimes adjustments need to be made, like, you know, we're saying right now. So, you know, whatever it is to successfully achieve your goals, you know, but
There's definitely a way.
Yes. You have to keep your mind open.
Right.
Always
Definitely.
keep your mind open.
And it takes a lot of determination.
Yes.
So here's some tips that we kind of worked out, that things that have worked for us that we thought, you know, well, if they've worked for us, then hopefully those suggestions will work for you guys. This is literally straight from our lives. We do have some articles to share at the end, but this is one of the first times I think that, aside from giving you guys tidbits that we've picked up, this is all us. So hopefully it works for you. And we're going to post this as a blog, and, you know, hopefully it'll help people. So the first thing that obviously you have to do is set your goal. So there's obviously something you want to work towards. Decide what that is, whether it's a health goal, a diet goal, an exercise goal, or even a life goal. You know, just there's something maybe that you have your eye on, and you're going to set that right there.
Right. And you got to think it through. So the pros and the cons, what roadblocks you might face. You know, you want to be prepared for as much as foreseeably possible, but realize you won't think of everything that can come up, and that's okay. You know, Michelle's a huge planner. When she starts a plan, she's like, okay, so this is what we're going to do. And like, you know, it's just unbelievable the way she can think.
Well, then the next thing I would do after we thought it through and maybe talked it through a little bit is that I would research. So you want to make sure you know what you're getting into. Again, it's about knowing what to expect along the way. And not only that, you want to research the best course of action to achieve your goal, whether it's a diet plan, a workout routine, a gym membership, a training package. You want to research, and literally research some more. You want to get started with something that you know you're going to be able to enjoy. You want to be able to stick to it, and you want to be able to see success with it. It has to be something, as we've said 5 times already today, something realistic, individually realistic for you.
100%. And then you make your plan. Okay, so now you're feeling comfortable with what you've chosen to do, and this should get you excited. You know, you've set the goal, thought it through, done some research. Now you need a plan of action. You know, this is the phase where you should decide on the path from the research you have done. You know, and at this point, I'd also make a plan in terms of my own schedule, you know, when I'm going to food prep, get to the gym, no matter what routine you're following. You know, you need to make the time to fit it into your life. And this takes some careful consideration, no doubt. I mean, we still do it. We do it all the time. Mm-hmm. We schedule everything around our workouts and our meal plans and our food shopping. You know, you have to make sure you're going to get the food. You know, you have to make sure, well, am I going to have time to cook that? Is it realistic? Should I make something quick? Should I budget the fact that I'm going to maybe eat out healthy, you know, for a couple of days during the week? You know, be smart.
Definitely. Like if Lisa's like, should we make this big recipe on Sunday? I'm like, well, on Sunday we have this, and this. So maybe we're just going to do quick turkey burgers and like throw some chicken in the oven.
And maybe the following week we'll make something great, you know? So keep things... You got to bend.
Definitely. And so next you're definitely going to want to reach out for support. So would you swim out in the middle of the ocean without a life jacket? I don't really think so. I think you'd really get tired.
Sean would not.
Yeah, well, I think you'd get awfully tired treading water for all that time.
How that guy in the bubble who like tried to like float off, or like, did you see him?
I don't think I saw that.
Yes.
Oh.
Did you see him?
No, I didn't see that.
He didn't think it through.
Okay. Well, a lot of the success that we've seen has been because I love it. He didn't think it through. So don't be like that guy.
Don't be like him.
So basically, I know that it's easier said than done. We've been on this journey together.
Yeah.
And we know that not everyone has that kind of support. You don't have someone to do it with. But we, were able to help each other when needed. If one was lagging behind, the other one pushed the other one along. If Lisa didn't want to go to the gym, I dragged her there. And even during our workouts, once I did get her there, we would push each other in a competitive way, which was always fun. Like, I'd be like, oh, she's going faster. I have to speed it up. The other morning, we raced each other. So there are many forms of support. It's really important to seek that out. We would love to be support for you guys. You're always welcome to reach out to us, email us, come with us for a workout. We have a friend who just asked us to keep track of her MyFitnessPal. Whatever it is that we can do to help you guys, to be that support if you don't have a partner or someone by your side, a friend, a spouse, a parent, anyone, just find them, and
find a group of people. Maybe your interest is, involves getting together with a group of people. Hopefully those people will be like-minded and will support you. And
there's also online blogs. Yeah. You can just to find something where you can get a similar kind of support as having that person to push you by your side 24/7.
I mean, everyone we've met along the way, and even present day, everyone keeps in touch. Everyone encourages one another, and it's super, super important.
Definitely.
So, and then, you want to assess your progress. All work and no play really makes for a dull life.
Definitely.
Thanks, Mish. Mm-hmm. You need to assess where you're at, how far you've come, and if everything is truly working for you. A lot of the time you see great results really quickly, but then things kind of level off. And then this is where we believe a lot of people get discouraged and go back to their old habits. But for us, this was always the point where we reached out, asked questions, did our research, and realized it might be time for a change. Recognize this before giving up, and switch things up. And then it makes things fun at the same time. And assessing your progress also puts things into perspective when you're having a down day. Maybe you want to look back at an old photo and see how far you've come. And it may not be, 100 pounds, but it may be 10, 20. And those add up. And they're very obviously shown, through photo. And that'll encourage you to be like, okay, now it's just time for a change. I can keep doing this.
Definitely.
It's also hard to get comfortable in your new skin. And we've had problems with that. Not that that's a real problem. People be like, oh, that's such a problem for you. But you forget how far you've come, and,
you still have that old mindset.
Yeah. and if you take a look in the mirror and say, hey, yeah, look at me. Like, I'm doing really well, and I'm going to keep going, and I can continue to reach a new goal.
Definitely. And on the flip side, if you've been working really hard and you're actually not seeing any results, that's a whole other thing where you have to be like, okay, I'm busting my butt and I'm not seeing results. So that's when you would look at your plan and look at your routine, or have a friend or a nutritionist or a trainer look at what you're doing and say, something needs to be shifted here. So it's really important to assess your progress. And this is the point where you would possibly adjust your goal. So for us, we started on our journey in September and thought that by March we'd have lost 100 pounds.
Oh yeah, we were like, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing.
Yeah. So 6 months was realistic time frame for The Biggest Loser, but it's not realistic if you're working Monday through Friday, have a family and a life, and can't focus every minute on your health and fitness goal, because that's what they do on the ranch.
That's
every minute.
Yeah.
So
and
we
we
like,
tried.
we're gonna lose 100 pounds in 6 months.
I'm gonna look like a new person.
Yeah. So it's March and you've lost 50 pounds.
Oop.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
That is nothing to balk at.
You lost 50 pounds though by March, didn't you?
I don't even know what I lost by March.
I know, we didn't keep track of it like that.
But if you're have a lot of weight to lose like I did, you could lose 10 pounds a month. You could be down 50 pounds by March, and that's awesome. Don't let the fact that you have not lost the 100 pounds, discourage you from continuing on your journey. It sure didn't for us. Basically, we were like, okay, it's March and we're not where we thought we would be, but we're
not
here.
Gonna stop.
But we're not going to stop, and we never did.
We can keep doing this.
Definitely. And so now maybe you want to set a new goal, whether it's a size goal, a new fitness goal, another weight loss number goal. It's important to remember that your goals can be adjusted. I actually have not even reached my goal weight. I set out when I was 315 pounds, and I said, I want to weigh 150 pounds. I've never seen that number. I've gotten into the 150s, but I've never seen 150 on the scale. But honestly, I don't care. My goal now is basically to make my body strong, to get aesthetically toned. I could do that weighing 160 pounds, and that's completely fine. It's basically not about the number on the scale for me anymore. We're all different. I have friends who actually weigh 20, 30 pounds less, and we're the same size. Basically, the scale can't measure our strength. It certainly can't measure our worth. So it's really not, no two bodies are the same. So it's not about getting caught up in the numbers. They matter at first a little bit, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose, but it gets to a point where you definitely need to set different goals for yourself. And this was, something that I thought of. You can only fight a losing battle for so long before you throw in the towel. Instead of giving up, find a new fight to jump into. So that's what I did, So I never saw 150 on the scale, and I said, forget this. My new goal is that I just want to be toned and feel good and be really strong and fit.
And that's very admirable. I have to say, like we spoke about a few minutes ago, I get very caught up on the scale. I wanted to reach my goal weight. When we started losing weight, Michelle was shedding pounds like, forget it. And I was like, oh, I'm not really losing weight here. And I would get discouraged, but I was doing it anyway. And one day I was like, you know what? If this is where I'm meant to be, this is where I'm meant to be. And then I let go, and we kept changing things up. And then all of a sudden, when we did the formula, the pounds flew off me. Definitely. I couldn't even believe it. I was at my goal weight. I was just like, holy cow, when did this happen? But had I stopped and given up, I never would have gotten there. So it's really important to do that. And it's important to not, like we keep saying, bend.
Yeah.
Don't break.
I mean, that was the point. Lisa was really frustrated. I was stuck. I think I was stuck at when we started the formula, I was still only 100 pounds down.
Right. Yeah, I know. I remember you were in the twos.
Stuck at 210, which is still so much. 220 maybe even.
Could you imagine?
And I was busting my butt. I think it was when I started working here even. I don't even remember because we were going to spin.
Yes, because I didn't start the formula until
we started the formula.
I was 6 months into my new job.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you were definitely working here.
So then when our spin instructor, Carla, told us about the formula, we changed everything. And I went from 220 all the way down to 180.
But can you even imagine?
Crazy.
You had been down 100 pounds already.
I know. For so long I was stuck. But that was the thing.
God.
We were this is not working. We're at spin class all the time. And then Carla was like, it's got to be your diet. And then that was it.
Boom.
So, and we asked, we reached out and we said, why isn't this working?
A quick question to your fitness instructor. It costs nothing.
Definitely.
So just ask, reach out. So set new goals, which, Michelle said she, continues to set new goals. Okay. So it's not about the number anymore. It's more about, being fit, being toned, tightening up the skin. You're at your goal weight maybe, or your goal size. But now spice it up a little bit. Maybe you've always wanted to do a 5K, maybe a 10K, maybe you wanted to do one of those obstacle races, triathlon, a tri-sprint. This is our lifestyle. This is not just a chore. So, and we know that in order for us to stay fit and stay looking the way we do, we have to continue to set new goals because it keeps it exciting, because fitness will always need to be a part of our lives in order for us to stay healthy, be healthy, not gain weight, because we're Italian. Let's be honest. We look at bread and we gain 10 pounds. And so
it's not like we're just like, yay, we lost 240 pounds. We're done.
We're done. It's
literally
over.
We would be right back to where we started.
And it's a constant battle. But when you accept the fact that it's just your lifestyle and it'll make you happy, eventually you will be okay with, working out as much as we do, and it'll be something that you'll look forward to every day.
We take our breaks.
And we do.
We take our times where we're like, we're just scaling back a little right now and just watching our diet.
Right.
And we've found, that sweet spot where we can do that.
Right. And maybe it's not all about health and fitness. You've reached your goal in health and fitness wise, and now it's just part of your lifestyle, and you want to set out to do new things in general. Maybe you want to change your job. Maybe you want to learn how to, develop a talent, whether it be painting or, learning to play the piano, something like that. We've found that achieving our health and fitness goals has helped us in every single area of our life. It gives us the determination, the focus to start up new things and become better people in general. And we constantly are opening doors and, at every turn. And it's not to say that we don't face struggles and that we don't, people don't slam doors in our face, but, it gives you the confidence and the self-esteem to actually try to do new things in all areas of our lives.
Absolutely. And if we didn't embark on our journey and audition for The Biggest Loser and decide to do it on our own, we wouldn't be where we are right now. There's no way.
Not a chance.
I mean, this was the path we were meant to take, and taking that step opened up other doors for us. And, it definitely took time and it definitely took work. But, we did it. And it applies to all areas of your life. It really does. And that's why I thought the Tony Horton book was perfect.
It spreads like wildfire.
Definitely. So here are actually some important things to remember when you have, kind of set out to achieve a goal. Now, I mean, what types of goals are we talking about? The goals are different for everyone. So it could be that you want to lose weight. It could be that you want to become stronger. It could be that you want to learn how to run. It could be that you want to drop 10 pounds. No matter what the goal is, we feel as though these things, can help you out. We're speaking from the experience of dropping a great deal of weight, but I feel as though you can apply these things really kind of anywhere into any goal. So the importance for us, we found a food prep. We know it sucks. It takes a lot of time, but once it's done, it's done. Sunday, fun day, can still be a really good time. If you're like, I'm going to try out this awesome new recipe for the week.
Right, like sweet potato skins.
You're home, light some candles, watch the football game, have friends over, try something new. You can cook in the kitchen while you're entertaining. You'll be just so happy that it's out of the way and you don't have to think about what you're eating for the week. We say this weekly, but literally food prep is the only thing that gets us kind of set ourselves up for success for each week.
Definitely. Which brings us to the next important tip, meal plans. You need a plan, period. Whether you go to a nutritionist or find something online, do Weight Watchers, the Zone Diet, the Paleo Diet, Whole30, any diet, you need a plan. And for us, it's Michelle's Team Misfits plan that centers around her training goals. If you're following a plan with certain food guidelines, make a weekly menu. That'll also help with the food shopping. Yes, you heard us, sit down and write up a menu. And then with that menu, make a food shopping list.
Like you said.
Like I just said. I'm repeating myself.
Absolutely.
It takes a little time at first, but then it becomes second nature. And sometimes it'll get boring, so you'll have to make some more time to actually spice it up a little and do some new recipes. But it's much easier than opting for like an unhealthy quick fix, because that just blows everything.
Definitely. And along with that meal plan, make a weekly schedule. We actually make a weekly wellness plan. I have a chart laid out. If anyone wants the template, let me know. I mark the times that we'll be working out each day, what workout we'll be doing. It goes on the calendar as well on our 4C Gmail calendar.
Yeah.
It pops up circuit cardio, legs, abs every day. We know exactly what we're doing. We don't have to think about it.
Nope.
It's awesome. If we scheduled at the gym Monday through Friday at 5, Saturday at 8. We, some evenings after work for 2 days. If we know that we have an event that we can't avoid, we schedule the gym around that. We just basically do our best to schedule. It becomes non-negotiable when it's on the schedule. And you leave way too much up to chance and too many opportunities to say, oh, I didn't have enough time, when you don't make it, on a set schedule.
Planning is everything. Planning, determination, a little bit of focus, and it's super important. Dasha Libin of Kettlebell Kickboxing always says, she stresses time and time again, have a program to follow.
Definitely. And it has to be a program for you. So again, and so we've talked about this before, having a support system or a point person, whether it's a group, a friend, a spouse, a parent, come to fruition. It's also a good time to mention tools like MyFitnessPal. Your friends can actually look at your food diary and praise you for a good day and ask you about your bad days. Tools like MyFitnessPal, along with great support, are all super important ways to keep you accountable on your journey.
Mm-hmm. Saying no to plans that will tempt you. Now, Michelle and I started this like day one of our journey.
Yes.
We told family and friends that we wouldn't be attending like miscellaneous stuff. And celebrations pretty much, except for major holidays, because we knew that they were going to sidetrack us. We were young, go out with our friends on the weekends, there's a lot of eating and drinking involved with that, and stopping at the diner and french fries and cheeseburgers. Just if that's something that you can't do right now, then you have to say no. Maybe come up with an alternate. Maybe say to your friends, "Hey, listen, I can't do that, but if you want to spend time with me, like we could go do this."
Right.
So, but we know it sucks, but sometimes it's just necessary to start off because you need that time, like a good time frame of focus and consistency in order to, achieve your goal, basically.
Definitely. And and it's not to say that you can never cheat or indulge again.
Of course.
Just pick and choose that wisely, which brings this to the next point, which is something we've learned to do. And this is recent for us. Like, we were cheating on the weekends like it was no one's business. Now, we literally plan our cheats so that we cannot get tempted along the way. So, the past couple of weekends, we actually had events and we had a few treats and cheats here and there. And then I was at the gym last night and I felt really good. And I said, you know what? We have our 10K on October 25th. The next 2 weekends, I'm not cheating at all until we get down to DC. So, and when we do a whole 30, we don't cheat for 30 days straight or more. We go straight through with nothing. Yep. We plan around big events to keep us on track. When we know we have a wedding or a big birthday coming, we plan a big indulgence for that event. This way we don't feel deprived leading up to it. It basically makes it so much easier when there's like a huge binge at the end of the tunnel.
Right.
And I know it sounds like unhealthy. I'm talking about binging, but that's for us. I like to pig out every so often, and everyone has their thing. But when they're planned, the pig outs, it makes it so much easier to stay on my strict clean routine. And then when I do, have the indulgence and the binge, I feel a lot less guilty because I know that it was just part of the plan. It's just today. I lead up to this and then I get right back on track on Monday. So if you can do that and plan your cheats, you might find it to be a really good tool to kind of stay on track along the way.
I definitely do.
Definitely.
You do too. Right?
I think so.
Scheduling an event to train for so that it keeps you on track is another way to keep yourself in line. So many people suggest this and we agree. We definitely agree now that it's one of the best ways to keep on your fitness game. So we've recently joined this running group. There's some pretty
cool people.
They're pretty cool.
They're okay.
They're all right. They're a little far away, but we make it work.
Yeah.
So, maybe you want to find something that you're passionate about as far as a sport is concerned or a fitness activity is concerned that involves a team. For example, we had Nicole on the show and she spoke about team and training. It's something that everybody's motivating one another to not only, do something for a good cause, but also stay fit and have a lot of fun together. And if you don't, want to take it that far, maybe, go down to CrossFit, a CrossFit box or, some other kind of group. And maybe there's fitness competitions within the gym or, things like that you want to get involved in that just sort of keep you focused.
Definitely. And when I have this event on this date.
Right. It's fun. It's exciting.
And you want to feel good and do the event well. So you're forcing yourself to kind of train.
Yeah.
Really important. This is my favorite thing. Know yourself and what does and doesn't work for you. I seriously cannot stress this enough. Don't join a running group if you know you hate running and have no interest whatsoever. I don't care if your BFF is part of the running group, if your BFF knows you well enough, he or she should know that you loathe running and that you will not be successful with that.
Loathe.
Do something that you have a remote interest in. Do something you know you can stick to. If you want to try this new diet that entails eating beets with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you cannot even stand the sight or color of a beet, please do not choose this diet. This diet will definitely not work for you. That doesn't mean, though, that you choose the diet where you eat cookies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that is, if that is a diet that exists, I definitely don't want to know that it exists.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. That sounds amazing.
What it does mean, though, is that you find a successful, well-researched, accredited plan that you realistically can see yourself enjoying to some degree, or at least not completely hating. End of story.
Did you really find a beet diet, though?
No.
Okay, you just came up with that. I was like, oh my God, I hope that's not
But there
next
used to
on
be like
Michelle's
the
agenda.
grapefruit diet. I think you eat like a
Oh,
grapefruit
yeah. There was
for
a cabbage
lunch,
soup
right?
diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can't stand the sight of cabbage, please do not choose that diet because you're only going to sabotage your success.
Absolutely right.
Absolutely.
So, not being hard on yourself when something doesn't work is really important. This is fun. This is Michelle writes this like a little script. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, not everything is going to work. That's it. You can't expect that everything you try is going to work out like a dream. It's going to be hard. It might not go as planned, but that's okay. You can be hard on you. You can't be hard on yourself.
You can't be hard on
I'm
yourself.
hard on myself. You can't be hard on yourself. Even if it worked for 10 people, you know, and not you, that just means that particular plan was not for you.
This is why it's going to go up as a blog.
You pick yourself up and you try something else. And if that doesn't work, try something else again and try something else again and again and again and again until you find something that clicks. And it's true. You know, you may feel like people are judging you, like, oh, look at her.
Doing
Jumping
something
around.
else. Trying
Trying
something new.
else. What are you doing now?
Oh,
you still eating
now
bread?
you're doing CrossFit?
You're not eating
You're not
bread?
yet?
What about the bread? Are you doing bread yet? When are you doing bread?
Stop. We've heard this before. Oh, so what are you doing this week?
Are you still doing that?
Now you're a runner?
Are you still doing that?
Now you're
now
spinning?
you're running.
Oh.
Now you're
Oh,
now you're gonna go and
Now you're yogi?
now you going to retreats. You're not coming to my bridal shower because you got to go to a retreat.
Yeah. Do you eat bread this week? Oh, you don't eat cheese this week? Oh, do you eat fruit this week? It's so true. But you know what? Sorry, guys. It's my journey.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Exactly.
I'm trying to pull it together.
That's right.
Okay. And what are you doing?
And if that person's not supporting you, you don't need them in your life. I don't
That's
need
right.
you in my life.
That's it. Are you
That's
eating
not completely
lettuce?
true. But find the people
No.
that do support you.
Yeah, and just ignore all the other voices because you don't need them. You're
That's
trying to
right.
reach your goal.
And this was something else in that script there.
Yeah.
If you're going to try insanity on the first day of your journey, and
Of course, you're gonna feel like shit.
of course,
And beep that
That's
out.
right.
I don't care. It's not gonna be easy.
no.
Buckle down.
Either accept that it's going to be really hard and it might take a few rounds of insanity to get it right, or start off with something that you know is doable if you're going to get too
Exactly.
mental with it. So, and then next, celebrate your victories. So we touched on this a little bit before, but allow yourself a moment to revel in your success. I too often did not do this, and I still don't always do this. It can cause
Fast.
major tunnel vision if you don't take a step back and look at the big picture and celebrate your accomplishments. I mean, 3 weeks ago before I sprained my ankle was the first time I ever ran 5 miles. And I didn't realize until later in the day, like, wait a second. That was amazing. Like, I never did that before. So that was a victory for me. And basically, you want to celebrate what matters to you and recognize those accomplishments and be proud of yourself. It's important to celebrate those little victories, whether they're tiny. I just ran a mile. I did when I first started losing weight. I did the elliptical for 10 minutes today.
Right.
That was crazy. I could barely do it for 5. Those are the little victories you want to celebrate, and it's going to keep you on track.
And set small non-food rewards along the way. Do your jeans finally fit again that you haven't fit into in years? Did you squeeze into a smaller size? Did you drop the first 10 pounds? You want to reward yourself, and there's so many ways you can do that. Maybe you want to save up the money that you used to spend on fast food and buy yourself a new pair of jeans, or go shopping, things like that. It's really very important to reward yourself along the way.
Definitely. And there's a really cool program or app on your phone. It's called Pact app that actually rewards you for you.
Yeah, they pay you, right?
They pay you. So if you log in to your FitnessPal, or if you get the right number of 10,000 steps on your Fitbit, or if you get at the gym or you go for a run or whatever it is, and they log that for you, you actually get paid. So our friend is up to like $18 or something, which is awesome, just for doing everyday life stuff.
That's amazing.
I know. And if, on the flip side, if you don't go, you have to pay.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's a really cool way to keep yourself accountable.
Ouch.
So you get money instead of food. So
right.
It's really important, I think, when you take the focus away from food, and to kind of think, maybe I'll go to a movie, maybe I'll go get a massage, non-food. Decide why you want it. Go public, which is a great way to keep yourself accountable. And yesterday is gone. So let go of the past, let go of the time before and the time before and the time before that, and realize that now might just be your chance. And if it isn't, let go of that and just start again.
Agreed. And 12 tools that can help you achieve your health and fitness goals, which are hysterical, some of them. A HERC, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a goal-oriented self-blackmailing service.
That's amazing.
And to use it, you set a goal, anything from basic productivity, like finishing your paper for school, and with a deadline, and then upload an embarrassing and potentially compromising photo of yourself.
Oh,
and
my
if you
gosh.
don't complete the activity, then that gets shared. Hooray. Stick. Users interested in accomplishing a goal, make a commitment, and you have to reach the goal, but you put your own money down. And you have to forfeit it. And there's a bunch more of these. These are hysterical. And the Gym Pact is on there too.
Yeah, and Fitocracy as well. Which
Fitocracy
is pretty cool.
Fitocracy is gaming that doesn't involve Cheeto stained fingers. That's cool.
Yeah, so we'll
you
share
post
that.
workout updates and choose from different exercises, and you get points based on what you can accomplish.
Absolutely. And as always, feel free to contact us for additional information on anything that we spoke about tonight. All info and links will be available on 4cfitness.com. Tabata of the week. So I thought this was a good goal-oriented Tabata. Some of these can be challenging for people. So we're going to do 20 seconds of dumbbell front squats with a 10-second break, 20 seconds of sprints with a 10-second break, 20 seconds of push-ups. And even though we're going to do the push-ups as well for the shrinking jeans challenge, I thought it was good to throw them in here with a 10-second break, and 20 seconds of bicycle crunches with a 10-second break. If you guys don't know what a Tabata is, it is a total 4-minute exercise. You can pair it up with anything else. You can use the countdown on your phone. You can use the Tabata Pro Timer app it will tell you when to start and stop and go again, which is really cool. And you can put in the number of rounds that you want to do.
Thanks, Mish.
Any other goal-oriented things that you want to say today, Lisa?
It's, just to wrap up real quick, don't be hard on yourself. You set yourself up for success.
Definitely.
With all the tools that we gave you. And stay determined, stay focused. It will happen for you.
And this can apply to anything. Maybe
anything in life.
Maybe you want to get a new job. Maybe you want to date. Maybe you want to learn how to play the piano. Set yourself up for success. Don't say I'm going to learn how to play Mozart in a day.
Exactly.
So it's really the same exact things apply to all areas of life. Don't say I'm going to be the next CEO tomorrow. You have to work your way through.
We promise you can do it.
Definitely. So thank you guys so much for tuning in for our show this week. Good luck conquering those goals. As always, a huge thank you to Skinny Man and 3-1 for their help with the production of our show. Join us for our show next Thursday, October 16th. I think we're going to have a little fall fun next week.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't wait.
I know. It's going to be awesome. We're going to set up our fall set and everything.
Amazing.
Thanks, guys. And remember, choose, commit, challenge, and change.
Do it
You
again.
lost. One more time. Choose, commit, challenge, and change. Lisa is out of it tonight.
No, I just got so excited about the fall.
Have a good night, guys. Thanks.